Hey everyone, hope your winter is good. Hope your holidays were good. I'm going to start a new series, Tuesday Tips. You're going to get it first through Glengarry. I'm in my own studio at home, so I'll do some here, probably some at Mulligan's up with Harry. So if there's anything you want to go over specifically, just comment or DM me. I'll go over it. Today I'm going to talk about grip and how the grip affects the golf swing. It affects the ball flight, it will affect the backswing, obviously the downswing, etc. So first thing first with grips, you want to make sure that you have the right grips that you should be playing. So stop in at Glengarry, talk to me or Bob, we can kind of help you with that, or Jamie, regarding what grip size you should use. There's different sizes, right? There's standard, mid-size, jumbo, etc. And now there's reduced taper. So if you look at this grip, it has a little bit of a taper. It's fatter up here, smaller down here. There's some grips that are more equal. So it depends on what you like to do or what your ball flight is. So for example, I play more of less taper. So there's more wraps on my bottom hand because I want this hand not to do as much. So going over the grip aspect, if you look down, the easiest way to kind of figure out your neutral is take your golf set up, let your arms kind of relax, let your wrists relax, and then just make a little fist. And you'll notice how your wrist kind of points out, right? So there's some people that will be like this, some people more in, some people more that way. If you have a wrist or arm issue, you might be there, but everybody hangs differently. So for example, I'm there, when I look down, I can see 2 knuckles. So I take my top hand grip, I want to make sure that I can only see 2 knuckles. If I can see more than that, that's a strong grip. If I see less than that, that's a weak grip. So my neutral is 2. More than likely most people are two knuckles. Another way to look at it is when you do that, where is this crease pointing? Is it pointing, when you put the arm in front of you, is it pointing at your right ear? Is it pointing at your right shoulder? I always tell people you want it to be between your ear and your shoulder, roughly in that area. And then when you put the grip in the hand, you don't want it to be in your palm. So if you look at it this way, you don't want it to be up here because then you have no control. You kind of want it to be through the fingers, and then this pad here will sit more on top of the club. So you'll kind of see it runs through here, right? So if I put a marker, so you can kind of see it, it will go kind of there, and then it'll be on top of that. That's how you kind of get the grip to sit into your fingers. It's not like this. When people say put it in your fingers, it's not actually all the way in your fingers. It kind of runs down through that first knuckle of each finger, right? So when you do that, always put the club face square first, and then take your grip. You can hold it out in front of you. You can put it to the side of you where it's pointing out towards the target. However you want to do it, just make sure that grip and the face are square. So mine kind of point towards my right shoulder, right earish, and then the right hand, you can interlock, you can overlap, you can 10-finger grip, doesn't matter. I overlap personally. I used to interlock, I switched to overlap. So it's there, and then you want this, I call them V's, but seams, whatever. You want them to be pointing towards the same direction. You don't want this one pointing this way, this one pointing that way, because then they're kind of messed up. So you want it to be pointing in the same direction. So kind of like that, right? And the piece that not a lot of people talk about is how the pressure works in the hands. So what I always tell people is if you have a towel in between your hands like a grip, I want you to feel like you're wringing the towel out. So there's water in there and you're trying to wring it out. Now when I say that, I don't mean like squeeze it and try to rip the towel apart. Just ever so slightly push them together so this hand's kind of going this way and this hand's kind of going that way. So they're actually pushing against each other. So what that will create is a little bit more stability so that if I was letting it go both ways, so say I'm letting it go that way, this hand that way, and the right hand that way, it's going to shut the face, opposite, going to open the face. Whereas if they're going together, they're going to create more of a stability factor that when I swing, the face isn't going to do a whole ton, which is what we want in the golf swing. So check those seams, make sure they're pointing in the same direction, get your neutral grip. If you have any questions, like I said, DM me. Stop in the shop at Glengarry, I can help you with that as well. So there's that. The reason why it's important is if, say I have too weak of a grip, so for me, like I said, it'd be more under here and more over here, right? That's going to make my face be more open at impact. The ball is going to get shoved out to the right. Whereas vice versa, if I have too strong of a grip, so if I'm like way over here and super under here, it's going to hook the ball, okay? So if you're a person that slices the ball a ton, you might have too weak of a grip. If you're a person that hooks the ball a ton, you might have too strong of a grip. So you kind of have to look at it that way. So when you get them right, so more neutral, both are pointing the same direction. This one in the fingers of these two, so your pointer, your middle finger and your ring finger, grip's going to go into there, right? Pressure pushing against each other a little bit, nothing crazy. It's going to go more down the line, so I'm not having to work hard to square that face up. Because what's happening is it's changing something in the backswing when you have a bad grip, and then you kind of have to try to fix on the downswing, which is too late usually. So go home, you can do this in a mirror. They have grip, like perfect grip things that you can either put on your club or put on an extra club if you have it. I have one somewhere in my car. So that would be very beneficial if you're having issues. Is there's one that you just clip onto your club and you can even hit balls with it and get that sensation of it being how your hand should be. So once again, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, DM me, comment down below what you'd like to see next, and have a great 2025. Thanks.